Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mark from Northwest Bourbon coming in for episode 6 of the sample battle. Final episode of the first round. We have made it. Started off with 12 samples. Have 2 of them go head to head blind, randomly selected. And here we are on the last episode of round 1. Now for my glass that was given to me by somebody else, I've got Rogue's straight rye malt whiskey. Contacted Rogue, told them that I'd love to sample some of their stuff for the channel, and had their Washington State representative Courtney meet me, and she gave us this bottle along with the Dead Guy whiskey. And the Dead Guy whiskey was pretty good, so I poured some of the rye in my wisdom glass. Lots of light citrus, some rye spices, and got a lot of citrus on the nose, lots of yellow fruits, maybe a hint of mango with all that orange and other citrus notes. You can smell that there's a maltiness to it, plus some of those rye spices. But it has a very distinct smell to it. So this is 85 proof. It's nice and soft and sweet and smooth. And like I said, this would be great in the summertime when it's nice and hot outside. It is really refreshing. But considering the fact that it's so freaking cold outside right now, I want something a little harder hitting, a little something to warm me up. So let's get on to this sample battle. There's only 2 left that haven't been tried yet. Number 2 and number 7. So 2 and 7 are going to face off in a match to the death. Alright, and at the end of the video we're going to do a sample battle review of round 1 to talk about which samples have gone through so far. Oh man, number 7 is dark. You see that? Dude, number 7 is super dark. Like it's got some double oaked action or something. I don't think there's any double oaks in here. Oh, that's number 7. There's number 2. Alright, number 2 off and running. Get some grapes with molasses. Like really wet, moist wood. Like you're in an old growth forest with lots of moss and like wet decaying trees. But you're eating plums and molasses cookies. Happens all the time to all of us, I'm sure. Alright, 2 smells interesting. It is. It's a little different. See what number 7's got going on. Look at how dark number 7 is. My goodness. Oh, that smells rich. Like rich. Rich, just thick, sticky molasses. There's definitely a lot of chocolate candy bar. There's a hint of chocolate. A hint of caramel. Like a fudge flavored ice cream. Real rich and creamy smelling. Really, it smells as dark as it looks. Look at that. Alright, on that last nose, it smelled like one of those gooey, thick caramel squares. Really, really rich and dark. Really good. Gotta give the nose to number 7 so far, just because it smells sweet and delicious. Let's go to the palate on number 2. Cheers. Whoa, I didn't expect that. Hit the tip of the tongue like root beer. Root beer flavor goes to the back. Get a lot of citrus. A little bit of a tangy, sour bitterness. The finish is like a dry, like cocoa powder for baking. That is really interesting. That is not what I expected from you at all. It's really weird how it kind of transforms from root beer to grapefruit. I'm betting this is the other Balcones, because I got a Balcones sample pack of 3 different ones from Flavier, so I'm betting that is one of them. But it's way better than the one I had in the last video in number 5. Way better. I just cut me like rinsing out my palate and smelling myself because I wanted to give 7 a fair shake. Alright, cheers. Whoa. They're like almost an almondy or something. There's a little bit of a citrus note in there as well, but lots of There's a coffee note in the finish. That's not like regular coffee. It is espresso. Yeah, so got a shot of espresso that has an artificial, like a citrus flavor, like you pumped a citrus, like a grapefruit or like an orange or something. Pumped that into your espresso, and it wasn't a great idea, but it's pretty good. There is a slight nuttiness in there. There's a little bit of a caramel in there. There's a lot going on in this bad boy. It's pretty complex. All right, let's give these ones a round two. Go to number 2 in the round 2. Now that lighter citrus grapefruit flavor is coming on so much stronger now, that coming from number 7. Not my jam. Man, now number 7 is starting to get a weird funk to it. Now, even though number 7 does have a weird funk in there somewhere, it's still better than 2. Because 2 stays where it's at, and it transitions, you know, the way that it does, from root beer to grapefruit, but the dark coffee and like a fudgy ice cream and stuff, 7 is much more satisfying of a drink. So I'm going to give the win to number 7. We're going to find out. Number 2, who are you? Oh. Thought so. Got those citrus notes. Balcones 100 proof rye. So number 2 was Balcones 100 proof rye. And I am still not a huge Balcones fan. Number 7, going back up on the wheel. So I got a little bracket here. So 2. Alright, so I got a little bracket here of what's been going on so far in the sample battle. Round 1 was sample number 1 versus number 9. It knocked out Bardstown Fusion 5. Now, the sample bottle was mislabeled. I talked to the person who gave it to me, and they let me know it was not the Distiller's Collection. It was actually Fusion 5. Sample bottle was mislabeled. And so Bardstown Fusion 5 got knocked out by number 9, and I'm pretty sure that number 9 is the best one that I've tried so far. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what that one is. Round 2 was... episode 2 was number 4 versus number 8. Number 8 got knocked out. It was the Iron Smoke Bourbon, 80 proof. Wasn't that great. Number 4 moves on. Episode 3 was number 3 versus number 6. Number 3 got knocked out. It was the Copper Sea. And so number 6 is moving on. Iron Smoke and Copper Sea, I believe, were both New York craft bourbons. You guys know me. I love craft bourbons. It seems like Pacific Northwest craft bourbons have a flavor that I prefer over pretty much all the other craft bourbons that I've tried. So the ones that I've tried from New York and Texas, they haven't been hitting me in a way that I like. So anyways, episode 3 was 3 versus 6. 3 got knocked out. It was Copper Sea. Episode 4 was number 10 versus number 12. And number 12 was Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 25. Number 10 moved on. And so I'm really interested to see what that one was too, because that Jefferson's Ocean was really good. Last episode, number 5, was 11 versus 5. The Balcones Baby Blue got knocked out. And so 11's moving on. And just now, Balcones 100 proof rye got knocked out by number 7, and so the second echelon will be 9, 4, 6, 10, 11, and 7. So look forward to that. There's going to be a new thing coming for that line of videos. Hope you guys stick around. Hope you guys enjoy watching this sample battle. If there's anything that you think that I could be doing differently, or anything I should add or take away, just let me know. I love constructive criticism or any kind of comments you want to talk about it. Have you had balcones? Has every balcones you've had sucked too, or is it just me? Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That doesn't cost you anything at all. Talk about some of the stuff that's going on, and we can have a conversation. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Keep your drinks wet. Cheers.